As I mentioned, I'm just going to do this in drawings. You guys can model it however you want. Okay, so I'm going to just draw this with starting with a rectangle, and I'm going to start at the origin, 0, 0, and at 30 feet, 30 feet. All right, and so that's just a line. So if I go back to the 3D view, you'll see that it's not even a surface. It's just a regular old stupid line. Okay? So I'm working in the front viewport. You guys you don't have to work in the front viewport, but you can. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to offset the thickness of the wall, which was 9 inches, right? So 9, distance 9, all right? And click and offset towards the inside. So this is kind of the same way that I drew it up on the board earlier, right? Remember? Okay. So now the floor is 3 feet off the ground, right? So I'm going to take and I'm going to explode all this so I can just kind of work with it as lines. All right, that way it's individual lines. So I'm going to take both of these and I'm going to copy them up. So hold the Alt key and click there and type in 3 feet. So that's where the floor level is. I got a little bit of line work to clean up, but it's not bad. So I'll try extending down to here. Click that line and that line. All right, then I can erase that one. And I can trim these. And so there's that. And I got to clean these corners up right in here. So I'll trim that up. Trim that up. Oops. Trim both of those up. Okay. So there's a section through the building, right? I'm going to assume that south is this direction over in here. Okay? So, matter of fact, here, let's do this. No, P-L-I-N-E, P-line. That's south, okay? So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to place my podium in here, okay? And my podium is 3 feet tall, right? Yes? So I'm going to put it right here in this corner. So rectangle, starting there at 1 foot, comma, no, at 3 feet. Well, there's my podium. And then I'm going to move my podium this way, I don't know, 15 feet. I'm going to put it right in the middle of the building, or approximately in the middle of the building. Okay? So are we all good with that so far? You guys understand what's going on? Okay, I'm going to put a box on top of here. That's 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot. And that's the object. I could also do a sphere or a circle. Doesn't matter. However, I'll do a circle. That way it looks like a globe. Ooh. All right, so circle. And let's see, I'm going to do it at the midpoint of there, and I'm going to go to the end of there, and then I'm going to move it up 6 inches. So there's my orb. Say it glows, right? Ooh, it pulses, and it turns red and blue and all sorts of weird colors. Okay, so you guys are all with me so far, right? Okay, so now I need to know what is the angle of the sun in the summer.
At high noon, it's 80.53 degrees.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a line. So line, enter, and I'm going to start at 0, 0. And then I'm going to type in the coordinates, or not the coordinates, but the relative coordinates. So at, I'm going to say 40 feet so that it's bigger than my box, right? Less than, what was it, 80 point what?
80.53.
At 40 feet, less than 80 point, I'm just going to say 80.5. Oh, and look at that. I made it 40 inches. My stupidity. I'll tell you what. I'll extend it all the way up. Now, here's a question. Is it facing the wrong way? Which way south?
That way.
No. In this thing, I put an arrow which way south was. No. There's south right there. That is backwards. This line should be angled the other direction. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to mirror it over. All right? Mirror So there's the correct line right there. I can delete this one. All right? So remember, the sun to the south, right? It comes up towards, it comes up from the horizon up. That's north, the other direction. So tell you what, so I don't confuse you guys, I will what is that? That is my attempt at handwriting. South.
That's unnecessary.
That sucks. All right, never mind here. Right? Text. Starting point right there. All right, and I want it to say okay, south. That better? Not better than my horrible scripting? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this line right here, and I'm going to move it over until it just gets to the edge of the orb. That's pretty close. So there's one side of the sun rays, right? And then I'm going to copy it by holding the Alt key down. I'm going to copy it over until it illuminates the other side of the orb. Now you agree that those rays are illuminating the orb, right? So now all I got to do is go to the top, right? And that's where my window is going to be. So my window is going to, on this side, it's going to be from here up. So, oh, got to turn my O snaps back on. So, and I don't have intersection on, I guess, right? Int, where are you? Right there, int. So one's going to go there, and I need perpendicular. Boy, I have them all turned on by the time I'm done, right? And then I got to do another one on this side, but this one I got to start here. So I'll go like that and perpendicular down. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim out what I don't need. So trim that one, and I can take these things, and I think what I'll do is just I'm going to put them on a different layer. I'll put them on the green layer. That way they don't stand out as much. So that's how big my opening is. Okay? All right, now give me the winter one.
Winter is 33.66.
All right, so let's try that again. So line, and you can draw it from anywhere. You could draw it from right there if you want. So at what?
33.66.
Okay, now if I want it to go the correct direction, right? So it's going to go this way. If I want it to go the correct direction, I got to get it to go that way. And so I would have to do a little bit of math, but it's easier for me just to mirror the damn thing. So
You just do negative 33.66?
no, because that's going to, basically the way Rhino does its angles is from this side, and it goes counterclockwise. So right now, if I go 33, it's going to be 30 something plus 90.
123.
Yeah, but I don't want to confuse anybody. I guess the easiest thing I could do is say that instead of looking one direction, I could put the south going the other way. Anyway, let's just try it. So at, I'm going to say 40, and I'm not going to forget the symbol for feet this time. Less than 30 what?
3.66.
33.66. Ah, you're too specific. I'm just going to say 33. Well, there it is, and I got to mirror it over. M-I-R-R-O-R. Enter. Mirror from there. I don't need that one anymore. Okay, so now I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to put it down at the bottom of the orb. That's pretty good right there, right? And then I'm going to copy it up, or copy it over. Hold down the Alt key and slide it this way. And that right there, that's illuminating the orb, right? Okay, so same thing. I'm going to draw my lines. Now, I need the top of the window to start here, right? because I need that ray of light to pass through there. So line, and this one I need the sill to start on this side because that has to be the open part. Okay, so from there to there, and so now I'll trim all that up, trim, and there's that window. I'll put this on the green layer also so that it sort of disappears. All right, and so I got one more to do. So what's the last one?
That one is going to be 57 degrees.
Ah, thank you. So I'll go from there, shift at 40 feet, less than 57. All right, and now I need to mirror it over so it goes to the southern hemisphere. So mirror. All right, so now I need to move it so it illuminates the orb. So I'll slide that over to about there. All right, and then I need to copy it. Hold down the Alt key. Take it to that side of the orb, and you guys all agree that those rays of light are going to illuminate that little round ball, right? So there's my next opening, and you can see that I'm already getting into a problem with the corner, right? So here goes. Let's go try this one. So I'll line from this intersection up and line from there down to there, and it's almost right there in the corner. So I'm going to trim all that stuff up. Put these on the green layer. And that is that's how I cut my windows. Okay? I'll sell you the drawing for $5. No. No, I would never do that. No, you guys got to learn this stuff. No. No, I want to erase it all. Delete. Okay, so does that help? This is fully recorded, so I'm going to save it to our drive, and hopefully one of the TAs can upload it to the Canvas. But you guys can always get to all the recordings on the X drive. So let me save this. So stop.